Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Well, it may not look like it. The camera's actually picking up a lot of light, but it's just barely starting to become daylight out here. It's still going to be quite a while until sunup, and in the shadows of the trees, it's still pretty dark. But I wanted to do this video right at this time as it's starting to become light to make sure that you guys could see, and so that we could also um, use this light a little bit out here. So if you've watched my videos, I have done a lot of reviews over the years on different backpacks and different kits that I carry. And I think that in the vast majority, if not every video and loadout that I've done, I've carried Coast brand headlamps. I really like the Coast brand headlamps. They have been very reliable out here. I've used them more times than I can count. But there are a couple drawbacks which caused me to start looking for an alternative. One, most Coast headlamps, they're kind of big and bulky and heavy. So if you're looking for something for just a small kit, something that you could carry in a pocket that only weighs a couple ounces and takes up very little room, most of the Coast are just a little too big and bulky for that. And the other thing is, I would direct this right to Coast because I'm going to continue to use your headlamps. I really like them. They're a great product. You know, for bigger kits and backpacks and stuffs, they're fantastic. But so many of your models come with these headbands that they basically reflect light at night, almost put out a glow. And anyone who's putting together a get home bag, a bug out bag, you know, any type of kit that might have a tactical application, they don't want those headbands that are going to glow in the dark and reflect light. They want something different. So anyway, jumping right in, this is the Byte. You see the name right there, BYTE by Princeton Tech. I will put all of the information. These are on Amazon for about 30 bucks in the description. I really like this little light. First of all, you can see it's very compact and it only weighs a couple ounces. It takes two AAA batteries, so the weight of it is practically nothing. And it comes in olive drab. Everything is just like an OD green, just real plain, no reflection on the headband, you know, OD on the light. The side opens right here. Just pop this side open and put in your two batteries. So that's super easy because let's say you lose your light at night. Like if my eyes are closed, can I do this with my eyes closed? Okay, there's my two batteries right here. And I'm holding them in with my fingers, but can I get those out? Yes, I can. So having a way to change out your batteries that's really easy in the dark is important. So the function of the light, it has basically, it's very basic, 4 functions. And I like this. If you click it once, you're going to get red. So that's real cool because if you don't want to lose your night vision, the last thing you want is your first light that comes on to be white. So that's a nice bright red. If I click it again, we'll go off. But if I click it back on, click it a second time, we now have a brighter red. So that is a much, much brighter red. Okay. Now if I hold that down, it's going to switch over to white. See that? So that's how I switch from red to white, is I just, one quick click will give me red. A second quick click will give me a brighter red. Hold it down for, what, a second or two, and now we're switched over to the white. So this is the white dim, and I'm going to turn that back off. So then if I want to come straight onto the white, I just hold this down and keep holding it down rather than the quick click. And then another click, and there's my bright white, which is 200 lumens. So we're going to go into the shadow of the trees here in a minute. I know it's not real dark, but I also wanted you guys, like I said, to be able to see everything I'm doing. So I'm going to read right off the little card that comes with it. Boy, I'm gonna have to use the light to see. It isn't, like I said, it's not as light as it looks on the camera. So here it is on the headband anyway, guys. I mean, nice adjustable headband. So I'm gonna tighten that up. The thing only weighs a couple ounces, which is really cool. You can run with it, jump with it, everything, and it doesn't go anywhere because it's so light, and you don't even notice the weight of it. So I don't want to blind you guys, so I'll turn over here to the side and get my little white, and I'll read this to you guys. So the low white will last for 12 hours and puts out 50 lumens, okay? The low 50 lumens, 12 hours. The high is 200 lumens. It'll last, what is it, about 3.4 hours. The red high will last, well, I'm having a hard time seeing that, 66 hours. But here's what I like. The red low, which is actually enough light to see with out here to get you out of trouble, to walk slowly at night, will last 140 hours. So if you get one of these, you'll get this little card right on the box. 140 hours. All right. Let's go over here into the shadows of the trees, away from the light. Let's go for we're going to take a little walk. My truck's right here behind me, and we're going to take a walk out. See if we can get into some shadows where we have to use our light a little bit. And again, I'm just really surprised how much light this camera's throwing out this morning, because it is a lot darker than what it looks. So I want to get over here into some darker shadows. Maybe the light of the camera won't work so well. Okay. So right out here in front of me, I'm going to pause you guys for just a second. So right out here in front of me, we're under the shadows of some trees. And again, it's much darker. But putting the light on, so that's the low setting right there. So did you see that light come on? Everything in front of me, it's out there in that dark. I can scan. Now let's switch over to the high setting here. Now, here's 200 lumens, the high setting. And I know that's not a super bright light, but for something small, that's just really lighting up the area in front of the camera. And we'll go to the red. So here's red low. So I don't want to lose my night vision. See that spot? There's the red high. That's 66 hours of light. And it's only 2 batteries. So carrying 2 extra batteries, it's over 120 hours of light. Actually over 130 hours. Look at that. That's bright for red. That's going to see if I need to see where I'm placing my feet down on the ground when I'm walking. And that's enough light to last for days. So I really like that. That is nice. And yeah, here even as light as it looks in this camera, again, it is much darker. And so walking into shaded areas like this, I can't see the ground, all the sticks and twigs and roots and things really well. And so just using that red. Out in front of me like that as we walk along. Let's come over here and go into another heavily shadowed area under a tree or something. And we'll see. So back here under this tree, everything's pretty dark, but my light, that's just the red. So in the shadows, that red's doing really good. And if I want to switch over to the white, just hold it down and bright. There. Bright just lights it up like daylight. So I'll cover my light. You can see kind of shadowed in there. Turn that light on. Brightens it right up. Okay guys, let me pause you here and we'll finish this up. I actually wanted to show you one more. I found this little spot. I thought there was actually, at first I thought there was something back in there, but there's not. But I can't, it's not light enough to actually see. So there, now with my red, I can tell that there's nothing in there. I can, just using the red, not losing my night vision. So I'm gonna cover that up. And just using the red. And then if there was something in there and I really needed the light to see what the heck it was, there's my dim, and switch over to the bright. So now it's like daylight in there. So there it is, guys, the Byte from Princeton Tech, about 30 bucks on Amazon. Plus you got to see, I think this is only maybe the second video I've ever done where my hat is off. I'm gonna hide my head, nobody look. But like I said, I can't find any faults with this light. If you're looking for something to fit in a bug out bag, a get home bag, a small survival kit that maybe goes on your belt or in your pocket, this thing only weighs a couple ounces, 2 batteries. Again, super easy to change out, which I really like. You know, you need to be able to change your batteries out quickly and easily. And 2 red settings, 2 white settings. The low red, you know, it's an emergency and you just need enough light to see around you because you're stuck out here for the night or whatever. 140 hours on the dim red, 66 on the bright red. So it's definitely enough to get you through. And again, everything's done in OD. The lamp, the light tilts, so you can see that right there. I tilted it down, tilt it back up, so you can adjust it to, you know, do you want to look at something down on the ground in front of you? Do you want it to look up above? So I really like this light. I'm getting to the chance to spend some time out here working with it, and so far 2 thumbs up, no issues, no problems. And it's actually motivated me to test another one of the Princeton Tech lights that's going to be a little brighter, a few more features, and come back in the near future and review that for you guys. So Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft, Princeton Tech Byte, if you're looking for a really good little light that is lightweight, to get you through. Put in your kits. 2 thumbs up. Dan, Ochiko Bushcraft. Take care, everyone.